This part of the video is for people who want to actually see the kit being made and produced. We've already went shopping for the parts and the pieces, so watch part 1 if you are into that. That's more entrepreneurial. This part 2 is mostly for actually building the kit from scratch and actually making it and getting it prepared to send off to the customer. All right, so I've been out here for a couple of hours now, and not even a couple, maybe like 6 hours at least, cutting this out. And so far, everything's been smooth like butter, and I ain't complaining. So yeah, this is definitely a winner right here. It really is. So shout out to you, Miss Deanna, once again. Thank you very much for purchasing your Evergreen Under Construction Kit by Lewis. I hope that you really enjoy it, and it's gonna be a very, very, very special kit just for you. So thank you again. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, so I'll catch y'all later. Happy crafting, folks. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, all big dreams start out small. They really do. All right, so the workshop, it is closed for tonight. It is time to head to the inside, take a bath, and get me some sleep and start all over again tomorrow. All right, y'all. Tonight is a late night. So we are working on a kit for Miss Deanna Russell. Huge shout out to you. We are finally cutting it. Now, we did have to wait on the wood, and you were very patient, so I just want to say thank you so much for that. And just to let you know, we've already cut out the first sheet. Okay, so this sheet is this sheet right here, the floor. Okay, so after we cut out all of the pieces, all of the parts, we're gonna assemble your kit and put it together. And I'm gonna make this an e-kit, which means you could use it for if you're on the internet. It's really a smart kit. I call it a smart kit. Now, a smart kit is really good because let's say like if you really want to learn more about it, I'm gonna be able to put some electronic links on a computer that you could just click on. You can learn a little bit more about the building process, or let's just say if you really want to know how to build something and you've never done this before, I'll have instruction videos on there for you. They're going to be in color with the pictures, words. I'm also going to put other types of things in your smart kit, which will make it a lot much more easier for you to build. So huge shout out to the software that I'm using to all put this together. I did use a lot of Google Drive to help put files here, put files there. So yeah, we just cutting everything out, and so far everything is good. It's cutting out like butter, like it's smooth. And this is something that I thought of by myself, and becoming an entrepreneur is something that I signed up for. And next, you know, we'll be doing the real homes. So we starting out with the small ones first. Now this home has lights. It lights up, but I don't have the lights on right now. So other than that, we're just gonna keep printing this out and doing what we gotta do, and we're gonna be making it, okay? We are making it. We got our little office set up outside, and we got everything that we need. That is doing most of the work. That's doing a lot of the work. I'm doing some of the work. So yeah. All right, good morning, how y'all doing? Okay, so I decided to move the location. Today we were supposed to go to Hobby Lobby some way, somehow, but we can't go because it's rainy and my wheels are not equipped for the rain like that. So but today we are starting back on Miss Deanna's kit that I'm making for her. So check out the new workstation. All right, so we are under the shed today, or whatever this is, the covering, because it's rainy outside and we still need to get work done. Like, there are still some things that could be getting done with real construction. If it's raining like this, depending on what the job is, you wouldn't have to go on the site today because obviously it's raining and you don't want to work in the rain. And sometimes the rain kind of does mess up your schedule. Like, for example, if you're outside framing a roof, you're probably not going to want to be raining. You know, rain is going to interfere with that, right? Because you could slip, you could fall, you could have an accident just due to the fact that the surface is wet. So that's something to think about too. Now, when it comes to doing the type of construction that I'm doing, it's okay to work outside, at least for now. It's not like raining too bad. It's just drizzling a little bit, but we got some shelter. So we're going to be replicating this for her, and we're cutting it out. We already have most of the pieces cut out. Now this is just some scrap part. Her pieces are nice on the sheet. Okay, they're nice on the sheet, and they fall off the bone. When I tell you they fall off the bone, I mean like I gotta put a thin piece of paper under each one. So you know, like when you like move a sheet, it don't like go through, and you're like, where's this part go at? So yeah, I gotta also number the parts too, so it's, you know, easy to find, easy to locate. So I'll be doing that as well. It's gonna take a little bit of computer work, but I needed the wood first, and when I had to wait for the wood to be shipped to me from New Jersey, and that took a couple of days. That took like a week, and she was very patient about that. Once I told her, I let her know what was going on, because she ordered her kit before Christmas. It was like, I want to say like 4 days before Christmas, right? And I had ran out of wood because I was just building these, and I built a mock-up kit. So that's where pretty much all my wood did go to, my mock-up kit and, you know, my prototypes. So I was able to, you know, work with her on that, let her know it's gonna be a little late. I gotta wait for the lumber to come, but I'm still gonna deliver a great package. So yeah, here we go, a great package. And shout out to the tools I'm using, because let me tell you, I had to learn how to use all of this stuff. It was a great investment. I told myself, okay, if we can buy a laser cutter, that'll be good. That'll help us save some stuff. But other than that, yeah, we had to learn how to use it. It wasn't like just plug up the machine and turn it on. It wasn't that. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos to learn how to do it, especially using a software called Inkscape, which is free. Inkscape is like CAD. If you ever did like computer-aided drawings for architecture and stuff, Inkscape is pretty much the same. It's a little different from SketchUp. If you're using SketchUp, it's not like that. And it's not like Revit either. But you can just draw stuff, and it's free. I like that it's free. It's not perfect, but it's free. And I also use a laser GBRL. Okay. You can use that, or you can use another competitor too. They got another one out there, but I don't use that one. That one's not free. It's like a 30-day trial, but I'm like, I ain't doing all that. So I'm able to do what I'm able to do just by doing this and making money off of it too. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just out here and doing this stuff today, back on the job site. And I actually like doing this because it helps me feel productive. It helps me be like, yeah, I'm a lumber mill today. I can lumber and build anything. So it gives me that advantage. But the parts I don't like is that you're not really doing much of the work. You're just letting the machine do the work. See, watch this. But it comes out and it looks good. So yeah, I ain't complaining. So today we cutting out some more stairs, and the machine is pretty much like right here. And that's where we at, that blue dot. So that's what we doing. So unfortunately, no Hobby Lobby today. I couldn't even make it a Hobby Lobby if I wanted to, okay? Number one, it's slippery and wet out there. I can't ride my wheels on there. Ain't gonna work. Not only that, the post office, I really need to go there. I gotta drop off another order. Huge shout out to my customer. But before I drop your order off, what I want to do is replicate it, because I only have one of that specific item, and I need some more material to make another one so I can cast and mold and replicate and do more and more and more. So yeah, but we're gonna do this today. This is very fun. And her kit is scheduled to go out tomorrow, which is a Sunday, and post offices aren't open on Sunday, so it's probably gonna be a Monday. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated. So yeah, happy crafting, folks. The Wagon and the Dream by Lewis, and all big dreams start out small. Okay, they really do. Just gotta keep going with that momentum and build it up. Don't be trying to do everything all at one time, because you will burn yourself out. But if you're like me, you're used to getting burned out a lot, and you just want to take on as much as you can, because I'm very ambitious. So yeah. hard work does pay off, because it was plenty of times, like I started this in August of 25 and it is January of 26. So it paid off. It's definitely paying off now. So yeah, I gotta keep on going. Like, I really do. I really believe in myself. I gotta keep on going. So I ain't got no choice but to keep on going. And I'm keeping on going, okay? I'm going. All right, y'all. So I was trying to make a YouTube video, and look at what happened. This is why you got to be focused and keeping your eyes on what you're doing and paying attention. And no, I do not trust a laser machine like that, especially not this one. It's not a bad one, but I don't trust it like that. But look at what happened. Now I got to cut all over. So it did a double line, which was not what we planned, not what we asked for. And yeah. So that's why you gotta pay attention at the job site. Put your phone away, keep your eye on the work, or you're gonna have to redo it again. Nobody wants to redo it again. So good thing we got more wood, because we cannot afford to waste wood, okay? So always stay focused, get off your phone, and keep your eye on the machine. Okay, keep your eye on the machine, all right? Like, keep your eyes on the machine. But also try to multitask too. You know what I'm saying? Like, kill two birds with one stone if you can. But keep your eyes on the machine. Keep your eyes on the machine. Dang, I could have avoided that. But no, I want to make YouTube videos. I want to edit content and get it out. Alright, so I'm keeping my eye on it this time. I might be bored, but I'm keeping my eye on it this time. Put some brand new wood in there and we should be alright. And we ain't starting all over again now. So I got the music on. The music gonna help it a little bit better, because I get bored doing this, I really do. But hey, it's all about making that extra dollar, that extra money, ain't it? Do what you gotta do. All right, keep my eye on the machine this time. All right, so back to the kit. Okay, so I started out with everything on the sheet, but I was like, it's all gonna fall off, and I don't want to confuse the customer with no extra pieces and parts that shouldn't be there. So it's not gonna be on sheets. That's how I planned it at first. And then I thought about just cutting it out, you know, doing it like this for the customer. Like, this is the bay window piece, right? Get something like tape to tape this so it's all together. You see how this is 3 different parts? It was all gonna fall off of everything like that. And I didn't want to confuse the customer, and it'll be a bunch of different pieces, because these pieces right here, they go to this. And let's say, like, if some of the pieces fell off, they'd be like, well, what is this? Where does this go at? No, I'm gonna keep it very simple and easy for you. Like, do you see this right here? This is 3 parts, really 4. Look at that. And you see how this is? You see 1, 2, 3, and then like 4. It's all together. It's not complicated. It's real easy, real simple. You know, I try to keep it together for y'all. So instead of me sending you this, I'm going to send you this. Now I'm gonna finish this for you, meaning I'm gonna put some little bands on there so it could look all cohesive, so it could look nice and perfect. So yeah, that's what we had to figure out doing all of this, and so far it's so good. All right, y'all, so I'm not done with it yet, but I do love presentations. So this is what we have so far. We have our A-frame. This is my signature A-frame that I always use in all my homes. So we got a little everything like wrapped up. See how professional this looks? Nice it looks. And we got the windows, the doors. We're gonna give her one of these trees, and this is just a little garland, but we're gonna give her that too. We're gonna wrap everything inside this brown paper, because we're going with brown and green. And y'all, like I said, I love customization, so I was able to print a bunch of these, and I made these. So yeah, so this is what the kit is gonna look like. And I'm gonna take a picture of this too, because I really like how this came out. Now I gotta do the lumber, I gotta print that out now. So I'm gonna be working on the lumber so far. Yeah, that is basically it, y'all. That's it. We are assembling this kit and getting it all together. Huge shout out to Martha, because she got us some perfect molds. She got us some of this. And we've been out of this, and we needed this for that project for the mantle. So stay tuned for that project too. So shout out to Martha. Thanks, Martha, for going to Hobby Lobby and grabbing it. I appreciate you. Thanks, love. Okay, so we had different kind of colors that we were gonna go with. Now for this one, I gave her the option to choose either white, pink, or the green. And she chose to go with the green. So we're gonna go ahead and put the green. We're gonna make this nice and neat. We're gonna put the green in there for her. The pink is limited edition, so it can come in pink if you order the kit. I'm gonna do that for people who love the color pink. But you're gonna get these same accessories. You're gonna get a mantle, a toilet, and a sink. So yeah, but it looks really good in pink though. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. But this is what the one she wanted, so we're gonna give her this one. It looks like it's gonna be an all-nighter tonight and all day tomorrow too, okay? I'm determined to get this kit out and done. But we are about like 85, not even 85, we about like 65% done, okay? 65% done. We still gotta cut out the studs for the house. We gotta cut those out. We've been working on the details, like such as like the railing, under the window supports, the roof arches, and all that stuff. We've been doing that, but yeah, it's a lot building, okay? And it doesn't help that the lumber came yesterday, so it was like it came in the middle of the day. Yeah. Now I know how long it takes to build these homes and cut them out. It's the cutting out that takes a while, but yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all go for the night, but I'm gonna pull an all-nighter tonight. And it's kind of cold out here, but I'm still determined to get it done. I really am. All right, y'all. Peace. The Wagon and a Dream by Lewis. And don't forget, all big dreams start out small. Build that momentum. Y'all, I'm like so sleepy, so tired. Let's see what time it is. In 30 minutes, I already been out here for 12 hours, like since earlier today. And I'm just gonna put all of this stuff in this bag. I'm not even gonna separate or sort nothing out. I told my client I was gonna have this ready by the 4th, which is Sunday. The date is the 3rd, okay? The wood took some time to get here, and I hate to ask for an extension, like another day, but I'm just so sleepy, I'm so tired. And the machine is going really slow. And it's going slow because, you know, it does take time to, where's the house at, y'all? I'm so doggone tired. It take time because you actually gotta cut through the wood. That's why it goes so slow. So what you see is this being cut. It's the back part. Now tomorrow when we pick up, we gotta do like the rest of the tall studs for the rest of the walls. That's basically it. I gotta do the measurements. And I also gotta brush up on the instructions. I don't know if I'm gonna put pictures with words. I want it to be like IKEA. If you ever seen IKEA, been to IKEA, built any of their furniture, everything is built through pictures, no words. So, yeah, really tired and sleepy, like really sleepy. Like, plus it's cold out here. I guess if it wasn't as cold, I wouldn't be that sleepy. But y'all, I'm really tired. So I'm gonna just put all of this stuff in a bag. I'm not even gonna separate it or sort it out. I ain't doing it. I'm just gonna put it all in the bag. All right, y'all. Good morning. So today is the day to put our all into this. All right. Now, yet last night I was just so tired, like really tired. Now it's kind of like I got a lot more energy now, so we about to go ahead and wake it up and head on outside to continue that job that we was working on. And I definitely just want to say today is going to be a great day. And I'm excited about this because we finishing up the last pieces, which is cutting out all of the studs for the home. And yeah, laser cutter takes a little bit longer because it has to cut through the wood. So that's why it moves so slow. So if I ever want to mass produce these, I could, but Yeah, let's just say I need a manufacturer now. That's the next step. So, yeah, because it's really taking a longer time. It really is. Each home to cut out maybe take about like 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Really, I'm timing it with the days. So it's like once you get all that out of the way, then you can finally like do construction and kind of like build. So yeah, imagine building a bigger house with like a mansion or something like that, just to cut it out. A lot longer. All right, I am so excited and pumped up to do this. Like when I say I'm excited, I love working for myself. And even though it is 7 a.m. in the morning and I'm getting an early start, that's only motivation to get this kit completed and done and sent off to Miss Deanna. So shout out to her. And yeah, we about to go ahead and have some fun outside, even though it is cold. And the laser cutter do move slow, but it's still moving. It's still going. So yeah, I enjoy this. That's why I love being an entrepreneur. I get to make my own hours, make my own money. And I'm excited about this. So let's go ahead and go and get started, okay? See y'all later. All right, so I got the stuff I had from yesterday. I got the printer, wood, my paper cutter, my laptop, my phone, and my mouse. So we're gonna go ahead and set up. And it's still kind of cold. It's foggy out here. It really is. But like I said, I love what I do 100%, and I wouldn't change for anything in the world. Now, I would delegate tasks. Like I need to hire more people, and it just came to me. If I want to turn this into a industrialized business, I'm gonna need several tasks, and I have to delegate those. It's gonna help me be able to make this a lot much more smoother, and I won't get burnt out quick. I'd have somebody who is a packer who can pack the kit. I'd have somebody who is a cutter who can cut the kit. I'd have somebody who is a designer who could be on the computer drawing it out. If they find any problems or any new ideas, they can just draw it out on the computer. And I will also have somebody who is a merchandiser, somebody who does the displays, makes them all look neat. And I had somebody in marketing. I'm playing like all those roles right now. So that's how I would delegate the task to do this at the Wagner and Dream and turn it into a growing business as it already is. All right, so we are back at it, okay? Everything is good. We outside. We got our little office space. We got our heater. We just replied back to a lot of the YouTube comments. Thank y'all so much. I'm trying to get them all out. I'm trying to do like 5 things at one time, okay? Really good. Thank y'all so much. Now we're going to load up this, put this back on. And today we're going to be doing the fun stuff. Now we cutting out the studs. I like cutting out the studs because they just simple. They simple. Yes, time consuming because laser be moving slow, okay? Laser be moving real slow. But as long as laser is moving, we got to go, okay? It's a good thing. Now we did, unfortunately, have to message Miss Deanna about her kit, asking her for a 2-day extension because I've been working on this and the wood came like 2 days ago. I didn't know it was gonna take at least 3 days because like I said, laser moves a little bit slow. Think a lumber mill when you go and visit. Like sometimes you have to wait for the lumber to be shipped to the lot. And if you don't have the lumber, you can't build a house, unfortunately. But Miss Deanna has always been understanding. So huge shout out to her and thank you so much because as I started making this and creating this, all together, it's giving me an opportunity to come up with more photo ops. Like the pieces that I already have, when I was showing the pieces of everything already wrapped and everything with the little green ribbon on them or the green, I don't know, we ain't gonna call it green ribbon, but the evergreen ribbon gave me a new idea. Okay, I need to market this. I need to show this off. So unfortunately, due to design, I want to kind of picture that. I want to take a picture of it. I want to use it as much marketing as I can off of that one kit. And then it'll help me sell more. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And it is a little cold out here, so I got the heater going, I got the work going, and yeah, this is what we about to go ahead and start and doing. Okay, yeah, we doing the studs today. All right, we doing the studs. All right, I don't know, I gotta print about like 60 of these. I'm just gonna print out a whole sheet. She gonna have more than she need, okay? It's always good to have more than you need. Use another project for something else. So you never even know. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And thank y'all so much again. And without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this, because y'all watch me. I watch y'all too. I be in the comments. I don't read all of the comments because it be so much, and y'all know I be shy, so it'd be hard getting in them comments, okay? I still got comments from 2 years ago. I got to catch up on, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, another thing. I want to let y'all know, if it's cold outside and you got a coat like this or any type of coat, okay, I almost forgot this important rule. This rule number 1. Get you some deodorant. Okay, because I done made that mistake where I ain't had no deodorant on and been like, whoa, okay. I didn't make that mistake this morning. So get your deodorant too, because, you know, you like to stay fresh and clean. Now, I had on these clothes for about like 2-3 days, all right? And every time when I use this laser cutter, my clothes begin to smell like the wood. It begins to smell like, you know, because that's all the laser is doing. The laser is actually like burning. So think about if you like burning something. You know, when you come outside from a bonfire, you come inside and you smell like outside, or you smell like wood or anything like that. Like, you know, so yeah. It's always good to stay fresh, stay clean, you know. Even if you got to wear your same uniform for 3 days in a row. But I'm so thankful for this coat. Shout out to Temu, because y'all came through. This thing keep me so warm. Like, and it's stylish too and reversible. But I know this ain't got nothing to do with the kit, so we're gonna get back to the kit, y'all, for real. I gotta get back to work, okay? Okay, I gotta get back to work. My job. Now, I love this job, I really do. I love it. Oh, I love it. All right, so we got the file already pulled up. These are gonna be the studs, and they're gonna be sent from here, transferred over there to here, and made into this. All right, so I'll keep y'all updated on the progress, because once it cut one time, I normally do like 2 passes. When I say passes, it means cut out the whole thing one time. This file could take up to hours just to cut out one time. So imagine having to cut it out again so the wood is actually cut through. So I'll keep y'all updated. I'm gonna see how many I could do, and I'm gonna put it on a nice little palette to go for my customer. And I really want to impress her with the wow factor with this. So yeah, a little time consuming, but I don't mind going above and beyond for the customer. I really don't. Not at all. I mean, it's moving now. It's moving. I ain't hating on it. It's moving. It's moving, okay? That's all we need, it to be moving. And it's moving. I don't care how slow it is. It's moving. It's moving, okay? It's moving. All right, so far it has been 33 minutes and 29 seconds, all right? Look at where we at. Look at where we are for 33 minutes, all right? And to think, we got to do this again, just so the wood is cut all the way through. And this is where we at. So that's 33 minutes worth of waiting, 33 minutes worth of work, and we got all of this to go. So like I said, cutting out the wood does take a while, but it is worth it in the end when you get the good results, okay? So that's the only way we can go from this to this to this. Now, if I had a stronger laser, it would probably cut out a little quicker too. But I'm thankful for the one that I got, all right? It's doing what it's supposed to do. We ain't got no problems. I ain't gonna jinx it, so I'm grateful, all right? You gotta be grateful for your tools. You can always upgrade later, okay? You can always upgrade. All right, so we just ran into our first issue, all right? We have been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes. Now, this will come up sometimes for strange reasons. I still have not figured out why that comes up, but it does not stop us, and it does not stop our process. So what I do is, to clear this, is I kind of got to like go back to where I edited this at and remove these, have it continue where it left off at. That's the trick I've learned to using these, because this is where we at. And we've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes. And this is the process right here. This is what we got for an hour and 10 minutes. I want to say it's part of a laser GRBL issue. I haven't used the other one that they have. I think they have another software out there. It's one that you got to pay for, but for this one, yeah, I run into this issue a lot, and I've learned how to get around it, because when I first started cutting it, I was like, what is this? Why is this doing this? What is this? I've gotten used to it now, so I'm gonna go around it and get us back on track. All right, so I got the file pulled up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off at least, let's take off at least half of the sheet right here. Take off half of the rest of the sheet. Let's just delete it for now. Cool, we're gonna delete that. We're gonna go ahead and save it. So file, We're gonna save it, but we're gonna undo it when we get to it, okay? So we're gonna go there, and now we gotta go here to the software. All right, and now we gotta go, yeah, gotta have some fun. Okay, so we're gonna pretend like it didn't freeze. So we're gonna open the file, and small studs is the one that we need. And we're gonna hit open. Okay, we're gonna hit create. Oh, also guys, I should show y'all the settings that was there too. That determines it too. But you see how where we kinda at? So we're gonna head and we're gonna hit resume, but we're gonna pretend like we didn't even do that just yet. So we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna do edit, undo, like it never happened, and we're gonna save it, and then we're gonna file save that. This is not a tutorial. Also, they got videos on how to do this. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but yeah, this is not a tutorial. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit play. Okay, all right. So it's gonna, hopefully, okay. All right, looks like it's, all right, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please. All right, looks like it's going back to where it started at. So that is how you get out of that situation, okay? Out of that. Yeah, I went through that plenty times building my evergreen under construction kit. And I figured it out. I figured it out. See, practice takes practice. You got to keep on going. And that's what I figured out. So, shout out to us for keep on going, all right? Now, unfortunately, we got to start where we left off at, but at least we getting the files printed, so. All right, so we got everything. We got to do this about 3 more times to make sure we got enough studs, but this is what it's going to look like. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Do this a few more times up here. Get another sheet of wood and do the same process so she'll have more than enough for her house. All right, so we got one bundle ready, which is gonna, be completed. So this is a bundle. Pretty good. All right, y'all, so look who came over here today to our office set up. Homegirl, put this in there yourself.
It's the print on?
You gotta plug it in.
Yeah, man. This shit gonna take all day.
All right, so I'm only left with one hand right now, but yeah. Martha, you gotta plug it up though. Use one of them cords right there. All right, so homegirl about to print off her paperwork. Plug up her printer. Well, my printer, but yeah, she about to go and do that. How does it feel to be out here in my workstation? It's too cold? It's real cold, y'all.
Okay, so let me print this thing off.
It's to the point where, I got these in my nose, because y'all know I have the sniffles. And I had to change my boots. Well, I got the same boots on, but I had to change my pants, put on 2 layers, extra thick socks. Ooh, but I'm determined to get this done. But at least we got some printer ink. Okay, y'all, so we just boosted up Martha Head. I told her that y'all love the comments, and y'all love her in the comments. So hopefully we'll have her again on the next show, next episode. So yeah. All right, love. Peace. All right, we got the lumber. And y'all, it came out so good. So we almost done. We just got to clean up the edges, put the ribbon around on each side, and we good. All right, so we are good on that, and we just got to cut out a few more wood pieces, and that is it. But I'm so happy that the lumber came out really good. Had to do a lot of waiting just for these little sticks, but well worth it in the end. Gotta still continue. And yeah, it had warmed up a lot, so I can now take this off and I can breathe. Does this look professional? Like, look how this looks. Okay. Doesn't this look good, y'all? The Wagon and a Dream by Lewis. Evergreen under construction kit.